For Democrats we caught up with today, it's been a lot to process, and for Republicans, they're still confident that Donald Trump is going to come out on top. We're over at a rescue boat staging area. We want to show you what we're seeing right now. So maybe in the last 40 minutes, we've seen at least 2 rescue boats make their way in and out of the water here. We did catch up with some students a little bit earlier. They have been here about 5 days now. Just take a look at all of these tents. We've had dozens of students camping out here. A lot of those people who couldn't make it in, they're still in the area. We have people coming and going, but just to give you an idea of how busy it was here earlier, look behind us, look at all this just stuff in the area. We just got our hands on dozens of pages of those court documents, which shows some of the evidence that police found at the home, pictures of what appears to be dried up blood in certain rooms.
Let me welcome you to this meeting of the Prince William County Electoral Board.
A lot happens behind the scenes before you cast your ballot.
This third quarter, we spent only 13% of our budget.
There's electoral board meetings, different stages of oversight, even before you get to the equipment.
We've met those challenges really well.
Virginia law says you can't do any interviews or reporting within 40 feet of the voting center. It's all to mitigate distraction and confusion. But I can still take you inside. I just can't talk to you while I'm in here. There's some things we can show you, like the marking stations here, and others we have to be more careful about, like the ballot scanners. They don't want anyone trying to reverse engineer them.
There's so many things that we have to make sure we're on top of.
Eric Olson is the county's director of elections. John Alvarez is his deputy director. John's the ops guy, in charge of the equipment. He explains the ballot scanners are all reviewed and certified by the State Department of Elections, and they run a test deck of ballots through each scanner before each election.
They're very secure. They meet a long list of requirements.
And they can't be hacked.
Our ballot scanners don't even have modems in them, so they're not capable of going online or being hacked into remotely.
Voter registration lists are updated year-round. Mail ballot envelopes are verified 4 times before being processed. And to top it all off, elections officers from both parties oversee the whole process.
I always say that, pickup trucks and Coca-Cola and elections are 3 of America's best exports, and it's something that people should have, faith in.
Reporting in Prince William County, Rebecca Turco, 7 News.
This is our money. This is money that D.C. taxpayers have funded.
Around 70 teachers, parents, and students gathered on the steps of the Wilson Building, urging Congress not to treat D.C. like a federal agency by axing its budget to last fiscal year.
We're talking about instead slashing $1 billion from our budget, which means teachers being furloughed, which means the possibility of a shorter school week.
The district functions like a state, though Congress gets the final stamp. D.C.'s general funds budget is funded by local revenue, meaning there's no federal funds for Congress to take, and meaning layoffs or furloughs would be imminent for public service agencies like schools to make up the difference.
There's so much more that we could do in this city, and that we need to continue to be present.
Special education teacher Dominique Moore worries her job could be on the line, so she and others hit the bricks.
You understand what Mommy doing out here?
It's a teaching moment.
You think it's a good thing? Okay, good.
Dominique wants to show her what's at stake, why all these people are banding together.
Teachers, fire, EMS, there's just so many different layers that are at stake. But slashing this money just puts us all at stake and leaves the most vulnerable communities even more vulnerable.
Dogs can provide such comfort. An Aria bear here can sniff out folks who need it.
I see a smile coming.
So can Katie and Smarty Pants.
Oh, yes, look at you. Open up your mouth. There you go.
She's got it there.
That's the smiling Dutchman.
These are crisis response dogs traveling all the way from Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, man, you're getting love eyes.
They're supporting workers and passengers at Reagan National Airport following the deadly mid-air collision between a military helicopter and an American Airlines jet.
She's supposed to make you feel happy and relieve your stress a little.
Margaret has been doing this work for 10 years now, volunteering for National Crisis Response Canines.
I've met a number of people like that who have the stoic outer, but she's letting me know these are people, she says they need me, they need her.
These women and their 4-legged companions felt compelled to come here.
I know the benefit of having a canine to show that they care and giving people an opportunity to touch and knowing that it would make a difference.
How goes it today? Good to see you again. Is there There's your buddy.
They're making fast friends on day 2 here, getting a special transport past security to meet more people.
Oh, you guys. You see?
They're raising worker spirits,
She loves you.
helping people who can use that spark of joy, especially the American Airlines workers. Giving comfort to those who have been through so much, from the upper level office to the flight attendants and pilots. Reporting at Reagan National, Rebecca Turco. 7 News. We actually just saw in the last maybe 2 or 3 minutes a DC fire and EMS boat make its way from the dock over here and head out into the water. Over the last hour or so, we've seen that boat, we've seen MPD Harbor Patrol make their way out, just kind of coming back and forth here. So boats are out on the water, as you were mentioning, still an active search out here. And actually across the river, we can see, to give you an idea of how big of a search we have, dozens of flashing lights there, all of the first responders that are out and about. And we've got agencies out here, mutual aid. We saw a Baltimore fire truck here too. So it really is all hands on deck as they work to see if they can find any survivors and hopefully bring them to safety. And just the elements that they're dealing with too, you know, the weather is starting to get warmer, but it is still chilly before the sun comes up. And we want to show you the Potomac River. We've got bouts of ice in the area. So these divers are dealing with very, very cold waters. They're dealing with all of these conditions. And of course, they're dealing without light. So as the sun comes up, we'll be able to see more. We'll hopefully be able to learn more. And it looks like we have another boat that's coming back to the dock now. Another fire EMS boat, we think. Yes, another fire EMS boat. I'm chatting with the photographer right now. So lots of activity going on right now. We'll check back with you a little later and let you know what else we find out.